So what's it like where you came from? How'd you get fired up?
Well, my grandma really got me into country music really young age, like 3. And 2 or 3, she'd always singing around
Me
the house.
too.
Yeah? All
Yeah,
right.
my grandmama let me start on the piano. I was like 3 years old.
Yeah, I mean, just stick with you for a long time. And I never, not the piano or anything, but she had this, growing up, you get 4, 5, 6, 7, start talking a little better and singing. I sang at my dad's 30th birthday. When I say a 7-year-old singing, it was a 7-year-old singing. I wasn't like a prodigy singer.
Right.
They sound like a 7-year-old. But I sang like.
You weren't scared?
No, I got it right up there, and I think I sang "Friends in Low Places." But she had a karaoke machine. You know, back in the day, the karaoke machines were big, and you could on the tapes. It was all tapes. You could record like the karaoke tracks and sing along. We did a lot of that, and then I learned how to play guitar about 9 years old, and then kept writing and started writing songs at 12. And my parents were always helping me out, and kind of they helped me get a guitar, and like they weren't ever like, no, you can't play music, so that helps too.
Yeah.
And then at 14, I had my first band, and we played the fair, and we played classic rock and roll and country, and then just kept playing. And then 18, I was playing bars, and then I had a college band. Then I moved to Nashville at 22.
You know, we're almost parallel, dude. all the way down your story there. What'd your parents do?
My dad, my mom worked at a university handing out parking tickets, but it was a good job for her because when we were really
everybody
young,
hated her.
Well,
God, that's like being the baggage person at the lost baggage at the airport.
She had a uniform and a badge, so she couldn't get away with it. But it was like I think she worked from like 7 to 12, so she'd still pick us up after school. And my dad worked. We did land leveling, like heavy equipment.
Yeah.
So it was either agriculture or commercial. So I grew up around Caterpillar tractors and stuff. Still, and then I did that while I was in. I did that when I was 18. Every summer I was still out there working, and then school and playing in the band. That was on the weekends anyway. So did call in sick a couple times, maybe a lot of times. Quit a couple jobs.
California's kind of different, country music wise, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's just I always say they're like high energy, but they like traditional too. They really like the old school kind of style. And I love Dwight Yoakam. I like Buck Owens, and Merle Haggard. He loves California. He's from around there,
of course.
And so they have their own little country there.
Yeah, I know. It reminds me in a different way because to me the music's different, but like Texas,
it's right up there.
There's sort of their own culture, but there is definitely a traditional thread that runs through it, but there's also kind of a rebel thread that runs through it as well.
Well, not too many people. I mean, people know, but the majority of people think California's all stoners and surfers. There's a huge farming industry there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's one of the biggest in the country. So it's different, than people think it is. Like especially I grew up in a small town, and it was all surrounded by agriculture and fields and cattle ranches. So it's like everywhere else.
Wineries.
Yeah, and wineries. My mom lives in Winters, which is on the backside of the Napa Mountains. So you can take a highway from Winters and take the back roads right into the heart of the winery in Napa. Actually, I learned to ride a Harley on that road.
Oh, really?
So it was pretty cool. We'd go up and we'd ride through Napa and then up to Calistoga, and you kind of see all the wineries and stuff. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's some pretty country.
It's beautiful, man. It's like nothing else. Northern California, it's pretty country.
I love it up there.